and welcome back. Today I will teach you how to cheese the Leda Needle Knight fight in the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Now this is a boss fight that you cannot skip, and it is sort of reminiscent of the one that ends Fia's questline, if you remember that, from the base game. So you will be fighting multiple enemies, but the quest lines and what you do and how far you've progressed in the story when you get there does change the amount of people you will fight. So basically you can fight a combination of Leda herself, of course, Hornsent, Moore, Freya, and the Dryleaf Dane. Now Hansbach can be a summon to help you. However, if you kill him before that, well, obviously you can't summon him. I think it depends on if you break the Great Rune or not before you get there, because some people's questlines cannot be progressed further. And basically what I did is I killed Ansbach when Leda told me that she thought he was suspicious, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and murder him, because obviously that is something really sane to do. But I've also already broken the rune by then, the Great Rune that is. So when I went back to see Freya, she was dead, which, you know, is confusing. But Moore is not dead, he's still there, and I can't kill him. Very confusing. Now, about Hornsent, if you summon him for the Mesmer fight, he will not assist Leda in fighting you, but if you do not summon him, he definitely will fight you. So the number of opponents you have really depend on what you do in the game and if you progress your quest lines or not before you shatter the Great Rune. So in my fight, I only had Hornsent, Leda, and Dryleaf. Now about the Dryleaf, like I did the emote thing, I fought him, so I'm not sure if that affected this or not, if there's another quest line or something else to do to make him not fight you, but you know, I have no idea. If you guys have more information about that, you know, don't be shy, share it in the comments for everyone. But here is the cheese strategy for this boss fight. The thing is, you want to take them down quickly so that you only fight one at a time, because if they all jump up on you, it's pretty freaking hard, right? Now what you need to keep in mind is that they are very weak to frostbite and bleed. For this I used bleed specifically, and I used blood blade on the backhand blades. I was doing a ton of damage because again my weapons are max level, so keep that in mind. Also keep in mind your Shadow Realm blessing levels because they're really important. 10 and above is a really good place where you start to do way more damage on bosses. But because I was using a bleed build, I also put on Millicent's Prosthesis and Lord of Blood's Exaltation talismans so that I could do the most amount of damage possible as quickly as possible. And the backhand blades moveset is really rapid, and it will stance break, and it will also apply bleed extremely quickly because it already has passive blood loss. But again, just as well, you could use the freaking Rivers of Blood, you know, or use the Ice Spear as well, which will probably take them down really rapidly too. However, as you can see, because the backhand blades does stagger them, I was able to kill Hornsent before he could even land a hit on me. Now, Dryleaf Dane is a bit tougher because he has way more health, so it's hard to just kill him in a one continuous combo, even with all these stacking effects, but you can still do it pretty easily, because again the goal here is to kill them off all quickly in order to just fight Leda alone. Leda is the hardest because she has hella range and she hella hurts, right? And this is why I've also put a shield on for this fight. It did help a bit, but I didn't feel like it was the best, you know. As I said, you just really want to get in and try to defeat her quickly and get blood loss off on her as quickly as you can, and the backhand blades are really amazing for that. She has a lot of thrusting attacks, but her stuff and everyone's stuff is really easy to dodge. Really, there's nothing like too complicated about it. What makes this hard for most people is that if you don't kill them quick enough as they appear, then you're like stuck fighting 4 or 5 of them at the same time, which is really annoying, especially if you don't have the Ansbach summon. So this is the easiest way that I found to defeat them. I hope this helps you, and if you're wondering how to get to that fight, well, you can't really miss it because the very last boss fight of the game, you have to go through these people to get to him. But basically you need to defeat Mesmer, get his flame, and burn the shadow tree. And to be able to burn the shadow tree, you need to defeat Romana. I also have a guide on both her and Mesmer if you're interested. Which there's a lot of work you need to do to get to this fight, and none of it is very fun, but that is how you get to the area where you can find this boss fight. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my boss guide for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. I really hope this helped you. If you have any other tips, put them down in the comments below. And as always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon.